today's Unpacked, we're going to talk about a brand that was in a real pickle. All right, so today on Unpacked, we're going to look at Grillo's Pickles. And if you're not familiar, this is a brand that kind of has a cult following. And, well, they sell pickles. They found themselves in a predicament that most small and startup brands find themselves in. And that is, I've got a great product. How the heck am I going to get it to the masses? That is packaging's job, right? Well, the challenge that most of these small brands find themselves in is what kind of packaging? What is packaging? What are all these different types of packaging? How do I get my hands on it? And for most of them, it's, well, I don't need millions because I'm selling at farmers markets, or I'm just getting into a local small retail store. I need like hundreds or thousands of these things because my product is just taking off, and money's usually tight. They don't have automation. It's a whole different set of challenges. And so what do? They turn to what the industry calls stock packaging. That's packaging that somebody makes, and it's the same. You can't change it. Everybody goes and buys it from this company. And there's a lot of companies that sell a lot of types of stock packaging. But where Grillo found themselves is, well, what should we put this in? We need just some kind of a jar. A plastic jar is fine. What should we do? And they wound up buying what many Chinese food restaurants were using as wonton containers. And so they procured this container, they put their product in it, and people hated it. Allow me to demonstrate, if you may. Let's see here. Oh gosh. Oh, there it is. Right? To get this lid off, you are kind of pushing while pulling, and they have used a filling process. I don't know if they're truly flood filling this, but really they're not leaving any air in there. And there's a number of reasons that brands do that. Preservation of product, oxygen and things like that can cause things to spoil. I'm gonna need to clean this up in a second. So the brands, there's a lot of brands that flood fill products just to evacuate all the air and fill it up with everything. Well, in this case, this little bit of flexibility in the lid and the fact that it's full, the moment you kind of pull it open and push, the liquid squeezes out, and people all over on social media are complaining about this particular brand and this particular packaging, making their car smell like pickles, ruining their homework, wrecking their laptop, you name it, and whether it's leaking or it leaks when it opens, people hated this packaging for this particular product. Now for wontons or other things, it's probably great. But this is what they could get. This is what they started building around. They got labels around it. They built their brand around this, as sucky as it was. So, fast forward a little bit. And as brands grow, they reach these different maturity points with their packaging where they have to, one, get a little bit more organized. So maybe they're just buying the stock packaging, maybe even from a couple of suppliers, and it's different. Maybe they're not quality checking it or standardizing it or doing things like that. As brands grow, they have to build a little bit more process. And hopefully they've got enough money to start fixing and changing things, which is what Grillo has done now. Now that they've got enough kind of retail distribution, have grown enough as a brand, they can start to tackle this challenge that has been really one of their consumers' biggest complaints. I'm gonna clean this up and we're gonna look at what's new. Now I smell like pickles. All right, so let's fast forward to what is new. This is Grillo's new custom packaging, and it's pretty cool. It's got some little kind of grips, something interesting on the sides. It has little waves in it like pickled chips. These are the chips. But I think they're using the same packaging for all their different stuff. It's got this looks like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's a screen printed label or graphics that go all the way around this. They've got this front label, a little bit of information here on the side, and then obviously the back label and these other things around it. Super clean, it's clear. It's an injection molded, like this one. It's another injection molded tub, polypropylene. This nice bright green lid that helps it stand out, and they've just got a little shrink band around it for tamper evidency. So what they've said about this new packaging is really it was done largely for all these consumer complaints. That was their biggest complaint. And now let's try this new packaging. Are you ready? Very anticlimactic because it didn't make a mess. Now we still have the same thing. And again, I'm telling you, I don't know their particular reason for it, but it's likely for preservation, oxygen reduction. This thing is filled to the brim. And like this rigidity of this container, the simplicity of this screw off lid means that we didn't make a big mess. So they have solved the challenge. What they've done is great. The way they've used graphics on this packaging, the packaging that they've done, there's really only one way to find out if it's going to be okay. And that's eat it. Eat the whole jar. We created an article about this recently and shared out a write-up that's really cool. And I was being challenged to eat this whole jar of pickles. That's good. Oh, good. That vinegar is kicking hard. I'm regretting my life's decisions at the moment. Here's the problem. I normally do these videos at the end of the day when the studio's all gone home. Occasionally, this morning being one of those times, I came in at like 6 o'clock in the morning before anybody got here. Didn't realize this is what I was doing. Eating breakfast pickles. Early AM breakfast pickles. Oh, here we go. This is like a lot of pickles. Oh, I mean, good. But really? A whole jar? Hats off to Grillos for this new custom packaging. You guys crushed it. You made the people happy. You gave the people what they wanted. And I know how challenging it is for small brands to do new custom packaging. I have seasoning in my teeth, my face, but I know how challenging it is to do new custom packaging. And so, well done. Way to listen to consumers. If there are other small brands that you've seen do really cool packaging, hit us up in the comments below. And if you've bought this new Grillos packaging, let us know what you think of it in the comments below. And thanks for watching Unpacked.